Hello, and welcome back to my channel. And how are you doing today? I hope everything's going well. Spring's nearly here. Everybody's in a better mood, and everybody's soaking in some of that sunshine, which means all the blues, all the winter blues, are suddenly disappearing, and everything's beginning to take on new life. Today we're going to talk about despising, hatred, and anger. Okay. I always think that we should never hate anything in life, because hate is a very, 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 very strong emotion, and it's so negatively charged. It's you can despise when you despise something. It's the same as saying you hate it, but it hasn't got all that punch of kind of that negativity behind it. And really, we should never hate anything in life, because opinions and the way we formulate opinions and opinions we hold dearly to, and beliefs and so on and so forth, we can change those at any time. So, we can despise something, yes, but hate it, I think that's a bit too strong, because we could change our minds from today to tomorrow. What we hate today, we could love tomorrow. Because they say there's a very fine line between love and hate, but the point is, love and hate are two states of being that we create. So really, technically, they don't even exist. It's just the way we feel. It's how we create emotions. But that's a whole new video and a whole different subject. What I was trying to say is, it's very difficult to hate somebody when you really know them. I mean, when you truly know them, not when you know their habits, like whether they have tea or coffee in the morning when they get up, not what they have for lunch. I'm not talking about that kind of knowing someone. I'm talking about really know them, i.e. seeing inside them, seeing their soul, seeing what's inside, seeing who they've been, who they are, who they want to be, knowing what their dreams and aspirations are. When you get to know somebody on that kind of level, it's very, very difficult to hate them or even to despise them, because you actually see that they are the same as you. And when you see somebody as the same as you, then, unless you really despise yourself, you would never despise another human being. But human nature, the one flaw we have is that we manage to despise ourselves more than we manage to despise other people, if that makes sense, in the sense of, I can care more about my best friend than I would actually care about myself, which doesn't really make sense at all, because you're the only person you're going to be with your whole life. So why should you love your friend more than you love yourself? Why would you be your friend's best friend and yet your own worst enemy, which is the title of the book, the first book that I ever wrote, which was called Be Your Best Friend and Not Your Worst Enemy. Now, on this same line, you might think that because you have a fallout with somebody and you don't talk to them, you think, oh, I hate them, I'm never going to talk to them again. No, that's not knowing somebody. That's not the way it works. Okay, that's just petty childishness. That's kind of like getting back at one another. The whole point about growth and maturing and understanding each other is that we realize that there is no difference between you and I. You and I are exactly the same. We share the same space on this planet. We breathe the same air on this planet. It doesn't matter whether you're 50,000 kilometers away from where I live. It doesn't matter whether you're on the other side of the planet to me. We still share the same breath. We still share the same energy. We still share the same world. And possibly we share the same thoughts. And if we share the same thoughts, we're even more connected than you think we are. It's going back to one of those topics that I did in a previous video, which is we're all interconnected. Well, this is taking it one step further. Not only are we all interconnected, we're all one. We're all the same. We might have different dreams. We might have different aspirations. You may drink tea, I drink coffee, but we are essentially the same. The things that make us different, that we think make us different, are the things that happen here in this physical world. But if we look at the energetic world, if we look at the spiritual world, if we look at more esoteric things, if you like, then we are the same. And it's not even esoteric, because every single one of us runs on energy. For all that people try and say, oh yeah, but you're talking spiritual stuff. No, I'm talking energy. Energy is the first and foremost essential thing you need to survive in this world, because we depend on the breath, and the breath is nothing more than living energy. It's the life force, it's the Kai, it's the, or Chi as some people call it. It is the one essential ingredient that keeps us alive. And that is why you and I are exactly the same, because we need that Chi, that life force, that energy to even be here on this planet. It is the first and foremost essential ingredient we need for life. As long as we're breathing, we are all the same. Because as far as I know, there's not one person on this planet that can survive without breathing. So even if you just want to take that one single thing that connects us, you know, but then if you want to take it one step further, we're all made of flesh and blood and bones. We all have the same skeletal structure, more or less. We have the same flesh. So we're made the same as well. We cry the same. We go to the toilet the same. I'm sorry to bring that up. We eat the same. So there is nothing really that divides us, that separates us. The only thing that makes us think that we are different is the way we think. And the way we think, 99% of the time, is drummed into us or has been put there by society, by our culture, by our traditions, and by the beliefs that we create based on our experiences within these these units, if you like, within our tribe, within our what we think is our country. But the truth is all countries are all the same. You look at nature in any country, it's the same. The only reason we have countries and boundaries is because governments decide that it gives us a sense of identity to think that we belong in one place rather than another. But we take this, again, we take this one step too far because we forget that the person in the next country is exactly the same as us. And so governments use this, politicians use this to keep us separate because, as Julius Caesar said, divide and conquer. If we stand united, nothing and nobody can bring us down. But if we stand separate as people and we believe that we have nothing in common and that we are not the same, then we will quite willingly fight each other. But like I said, once you realise how much we're connected and how much the same we are, you and me and every single other person on this planet, we cannot fight each other and we cannot hate each other. In fact, it's then that we realise that we really are one human race and we're all brothers and sisters. So on that note, I'm going to say goodbye for today. And don't forget to subscribe and share if you find anything of value in these videos. And until the next video, take care. Bye for now.